He's not ready.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're live with Ashland. From the remote studios of Belmore in a secret location. We have Danielle Asher, our wonderful co-host, and me.
Yay!
And we are ready to have some fun today. Hope you guys are ready to have some fun with us on Ashland, baby.
They only tune in because they're ready to have fun. Otherwise,
what's that?
I said they only know what you're going to get here. But it's going to be fun.
Like that.
All right, come on.
Box chocolates. Hold on. I got to see if we're live.
I know. We got to check before we go into our really good stuff.
Yeah, I know. We got to check and make sure we're live before we keep going. We're live. We did it.
Woo! 2 weeks in a row, on time. This is awesome. Thank you, tech gods.
Yes, that's 2 weeks in a row.
I know. This is like amazing.
That's 2 weeks in a row. I love it. So how's everybody doing today? How was your weekend? What'd you do this weekend? Did you do anything fun?
I did a few things fun, actually, for once.
What'd you do?
Well, Friday night, I had a really hot date.
Really? Tell me more about it.
I had dinner with this really hot couple.
Yeah. Ooh, tell me more.
This blonde and a brunette. They're really into boobs, so it works out well for me. But, we had dinner and wine and watched a movie. It was really nice.
Anything else happen?
No, they didn't let me use the bidet.
Yeah. Danielle's from the kitchen. She's like, she's talking about us? Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't. It was fun, but it wasn't like wild fun. It was like
it was very mellow fun.
It was very mellow fun, and I felt so bad. I'm like, I wonder if she was bored.
What did you think you had to do? Entertain me? No, it was.
I felt like texting you the next day, like, have you recovered from our wild antics? Like, we didn't really do anything. We just had dinner. And then of course Danielle made dinner Saturday night. She's like, I like Saturdays dinner better than Fridays. I should have made Saturdays on Friday. I'm like, well,
I'll come back over. It's okay. She can cook again.
Yeah, that's all.
But no, I love dinner. Was delicious. Danielle is a wonderful cook, and you were both, kind and generous. And we sat on the couch like I, come over every day. It was like it's like what I do at my sister's house. Like you just chill out and. It was fun.
Yeah, I know.
And I liked getting to see the kids because, I don't get to see them enough. One of these days, I see I have to adjust the screen here.
I'm just sharing I'm sharing the show. I can't find Long Island Comedians. Am I no longer a part of the group?
Danielle's hiding. Yeah, sorry guys. I just realized that. Hopefully this fixes it. We'll see in a moment.
Linda says I look gray. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, fix that. I don't want to see. Nobody wants to see that.
Well, I just did. Hi, Zestos. Zestos, it's been such a long time. We're so glad to see you on, man.
Ken, Rob, Joan, Linda, Zestos. Love it.
Yay. Hi, everybody.
King. Yeah, we're fixing it. We're fixing it, Joan. Nobody wants to see me. They'd rather see Danielle.
Yeah.
Why does that happen every week? It popped.
I don't know.
It starts that way, and then it pops, and you pop off.
On OBS, it's not showing me that I'm off the screen, but for some reason it does that. It should adjust. But if not...
Well, we hope so. See, we can't go technical difficulty free all the time.
Yeah, we were bragging that we got on time. So so now the screen has to be... Yes, thanks everybody for texting me. I appreciate... there we go. All right, it's fixed. Good.
Andy's watching. Hey, Andy.
Andy put Janos.
Yeah, so we had a very mellow time. We watched Onward.
Now you didn't like Onward very much, did you?
It was okay. It was my favorite Disney Pixar movie. Why are you crying? It was sad. Danielle said it was sad.
It was sad. I am a crier at movies, but I had to fight back tears because I knew you'd make fun of me. And as proven, you would have because I watched you do it. So, not to me, not naming any names.
I make fun of Danielle. So it wasn't that. It was kind of sad, but it wasn't that sad. It was a cartoon.
If you love your father, it was sad. And your
You
brother.
love your father.
Maybe you're just heartless.
Maybe I'm. Well, I was all day thinking about threesome, but didn't happen.
Well, I showed up. I got a little drunk.
Did you?
Yeah, remember when I proclaimed that the wine works? What do you think I was saying?
Yes. It doesn't it. Listen, doesn't that, not for nothing, and not because I sell the wine, but doesn't it feel like that wine's a little bit stronger than regular wine too?
It's hard for me to judge because I haven't really been drinking very much, so it wasn't
okay.
surprised to me that I got a buzz pretty quick. But it was so it has such like a crisp, clean taste. That's what I really love about it. And like when you drink and you wake up, and I don't mean a hangover, but like you wake up and you know you drank last night. Like I didn't feel that. Like it just felt really good.
I know, and that's what people. That's what's the great thing about this wine is you really like you can't. You can say it, and people like, because everybody, marketing, television, and advertisements, they all lie. But until you taste it, then you really experience it, and you're like, wow, this really is wine that tastes cleaner and crisper. And yeah, I don't wake up with a headache or a hangover.
Yeah.
So hey, Taz is watching. Hello, Taz.
Hey, Taz.
Your application has Tourette's, says Andrew.
It's very possible. It's very.
I think it's bouncing back and forth. But the Andy's got to be a guest on our show soon. Hopefully, I miss Andy.
I know. And they did a pop-up yesterday on Knockem Dead. Tony and Sallie called Andy while he was in the middle of making chocolate chunk cookies, and he ended up being a trivia because Ken couldn't call in, so he was the trivia. He played trivia with them.
Oh, he played trivia. Oh, so Ken plays trivia now on Tuesdays? I was golfing yesterday all day, so I had a wonderful time.
How was that?
It was fun. I went upstate to golf with my friend Nick, and we went out there. We had a couple of beers, not too many, because you don't want to drink and drive after golfing. And we had a nice time. It was beautiful weather, and the course was nice, and we're both like equal golfers, like not
good at all.
Yeah, like pretty bad. And we both don't keep score. Like we're like, yeah, all right.
That probably works to your benefit.
Yeah, we're just out here to have some fun. And
and golfing is fun like that.
Yeah, it is actually. When you do it that way, yes, it is. Yeah, when you do it that way, for me, it is. Like some people, maybe keeping score is fun for them and trying to improve.
Well, beating people at a game is fun for me.
Yes, it is fun. But again, it's golf, and I only go like 4 times a year tops. So there's no reason for me to try to keep score because I just don't go that often. So it's just really out there. Carla Okerson's watching. Tim Saliani's watching. Hey, everybody.
Hello, domestic disturbance.
It is what it is, But we cracked open a couple of hippie beers.
Well, you were in like the New Paltz area, right? Well, so
right, we're in New Paltz, so he bought
when
some
in
hippie.
Rome.
It had all like rainbow flags on it.
I'm surprised you showered today, or did you come home dirty and stay dirty because you wanted to take it in?
I showered right after I got home from the golf to wipe that hippie smell off of me because it was a New Paltz.
And you hid your Birkenstocks in the trunk so no one would know that you wore them?
Oh.
Listen, I'm a fan of hippies and Birkenstocks and New Paltz, so not golf, though. Golf's not... I don't know. I don't even like mini golf.
You don't like mini golf?
No.
What?
I know. I feel like it's like... what's that? When,
Mandy's
like...
watching.
Who's watching? Oh, hey, Mandy.
Mandy's
Three's Company tonight.
I beat you to it.
You did. At 7:30, right? I always say the time wrong, but I think I checked to make sure.
I know because I got yelled at by Bonnie.
Yeah, well, how dare you?
Set it up. No, I didn't set it up, so it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I feel like Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon. It's not my fault. Danny, Derek Mutis. Hey, Derek, what's up, buddy? I haven't seen him in a while.
Hey, Derek.
So I had a great time. We drank Victory Summer Haze beer. It was actually really good. I'm like beating off challengers too, says Andy. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Because I was talking about being competitive and that it's fun to beat people. So he's talking about beating off challengers because he's being Andy.
Aha. Aha. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I hit the wrong button. I shut my mail.
I feel this is a little like very romper roomy. Like it just all I'm seeing in comments is name. Everyone's just like someone else talked about romper room on a show recently.
I like how Taz calls everybody Mr. and Mrs.
And your uncle.
And I'm Uncle Eric for some reason.
And I'm just Danielle. I don't know. Jeff Bosey is watching.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. You're just Danielle. Huh.
I appreciate it. I'm okay with just Danielle. I don't need to be a Miss, Mrs. Nothing.
Empowered Women Tales tonight on Three's Company Radio Show. Speaking of empowered women and Jeff Bosey. Jeff's an empowered woman.
Yes. Yes. So, like, when chicks tie dudes...
Tie dudes up. Oh, speaking of empowered women, when chicks tie dudes up. Yeah, why not?
You could totally, like, pull out your inner chick chat and join in on those conversations tonight. I'm sure you have an empowered woman story.
I can't join in. I'm doing something.
I know, but just go along with it.
It's always your fault, Eric Sheldon. Yeah, I know. That's what I hear. That's what I hear, Mandy. It's always my fault. Meester Bosey. So Jeff is Meester Bosey, and everybody else has different names. Wow.
So speaking of empowered women, yes. So I had mentioned to Danielle on Friday that maybe she should be my co-host. I mean, I was just curious to know from the viewers. We talk about Danielle a lot. Every once in a while, she'll make an on-camera appearance. But, I love you and all, but maybe she should really be sitting in that, like, Ashland Double D edition.
Ooh, Ashland Double D edition. Well, she's right here. She's in the kitchen. She can come over if she wants. She's going to make room. She's going to make noise anyway. So
yeah, Andy, you talked about Romper Room.
Oh, Rob said maybe more Wonderama than Romper Room.
What? Remind me of Wonderama.
Wonderama, I believe, was like a kids show on Channel 5. I think it was hosted by some guy named Bill or something. And I think they did kind of go through and say, like, I see you and you and you and you and you.
But not, okay. But not like the mirror.
I thought that was Romper Room, too. I thought Romper Room had like that.
Yeah, they looked in the mirror thing. And they never said...
Was it a mirror or magnifying glass?
Thought a mirror. Andy, since you're the one that brought it up, I watched so many Gov's radio shows, I forgot that it was Andy Plagenos on Quarantine Life on Friday that talked about it.
Susan Perillo's watching. Hey, Susan, how are you?
Hey, Susan.
So I don't remember. I thought Romper Room had the...
Yeah, it was some kind of like looking glass thing if it wasn't a mirror. But they never, ever said Danielle. I mean, really? At least not when I watched it. Danielle was a decently popular name in the late 70s. Thank you. 2 Danielles are saying our names were not said. So this is why she should be my co-host.
Did they ever say Eric?
I'm sure. Come on.
I bet they did. Danielle's heart skipped the beat. She's like, I'm going to marry Eric one day.
Was that her goal in life?
No. In the neighborhood she grew up, there was no Erics.
No, just Tony and
there
Joseph,
Tonys
Antonio, and Dominic,
and Peters,
Pauls, maybe an Andrew here and there.
An Andrew?
Yeah, no. Bible, hello.
No, maybe.
that was usually like after all the Tonys, Dominics, after they were all done, then it was like, okay, and I guess Andrew.
How you doing? This is my friend Dominic. I'm Tony. How you doing? How you doing? That's
I have
where she grew up.
Cousins and grandfathers and all family members with all these names.
Oh, thank you.
Aw, she's so nice. See, maybe if she was my co-host, she would make me breakfast.
Look, she made me Nooks and Crannies English muffins.
That was so nice. We haven't watched you eat in a while, so I'm extra glad. Maybe we'll get a burp on this show, too, for old time's sake. So in case anyone is wondering, this is a show filled with a lot of nothing and everything. So,
oh yeah, Bob McAllister, not Bill. I thought it was Bill.
I don't even remember.
It wasn't on long, and it was very local. It wasn't like a nationwide, like Sesame Street or whatever that is.
I have to look it up. I was telling someone recently. It's funny because since I've joined the Govs Radio community,
yes,
I don't have a lot of friends my age, or like I have friends older than me or younger than me. Not a ton of friends like right around my age, like in their 40s. And like I've had all these wonderful nostalgic moments thanks to conversations I've had with people, like about Fraggle Rock and Romper Room. I mean, great. I love these conversations. It's like fun to talk about these old time Smurfs and Gem and the Holograms.
I hated the Smurfs. I still hate the Smurfs. And I hate Gargamel. I hate everything about them.
How do you hate Azrael? Like, you don't have a soul if you hate that cat.
This stupid cat. Andy says, I think no one thinks their name was said because children are sociopaths and expect every moment to be about them.
That's right. It should have just been like, and I see Danielle, and I see Danielle.
And there's Danielle.
I see Danielle. Hey, Danielle, are you out there? Andy, you're absolutely right.
This show is brought to you by Danielle.
That's a very good point. But they never said my name. And Danielle Shevlin
I'm going to find it.
Seconded me. It's like the one day I wasn't watching. I was too busy watching General Hospital, so I didn't get to really watch a lot of kids' shows because my mom is a big General Hospital fan. And that's...
A big fan?
Well, General Hospital particularly. Yeah.
Boy, sure I'm thirsty.
Boy, if only someone would make you breakfast and bring you a drink.
I know. I'm so bad. Get in here, Peter Nadjak. I don't know what that means. Says Mandy says, get in here, Peter Nadjak. Naddek.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means. But all right. So what do we got going on? We love our romper rooms. What do we have today? We have wacky stories, right?
I do have a few wacky stories that I found.
Okay. You wanted to talk about Jeff and Rich, right? Didn't you want to talk about Jeff and Rich?
I mean, we can. I mean, I always end up talking about Jeff and Rich and No Rhyme, No Reason because they're the show on before us. Right. Tuesday nights at 6:30, No Rhyme, No Reason. Right. And they're awesome. And you get to see so many sides of Jeff Bosey. I love it. You'll see anger. Comedy. I don't know if we really see happy very much. But Rich is always even keel, and Jeff is like... Yesterday, Carla and I were having fun in the comments, kind of attacking.
Well, it is No Rhyme, No Reason.
Exactly.
So you got.
But we got a shout out on their show yesterday.
You did. Tell me more.
Oh boy, it was like such a proud. Like I said, for those of you newly turning into Ashland, we talk about anything and everything and go with the flow. So one week we somehow started talking about sex toys. And the use of a fleshlight came up, which I don't know why I'd ever have to be live on the air talking about this. So last night, Rich was talking about there was some like sex toy shop or something that did curbside pickup, quarantine life and how we're all living. And so he was naming some of the items available. And then Jeff said something like, and just like Ashland's favorite toy. And I'm like, Why is this what we're known for?
I can't believe that. Well, why would anybody go to curbside pickup for sex toys?
Why wouldn't they? Especially if they're quarantined and they're single or they're, in a bad marriage.
Why wouldn't you be like, why wouldn't you order online? Where I order online all the time.
Well, and would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, yeah. I go to Freaky Kiki's. That's
Freaky Kiki.
With a Y, just spelled normally, Freaky KIKI.
Are you doing like a promotion of a small business right now? Like, Gov's Radio asked to promote businesses that are holding up during this time.
Yes.
So what's
Yes.
Freaky Kiki's? Tell me more.
Go
Tell
on
us
Facebook,
more.
like Freaky Kiki's. It's lingerie. It's everything from lingerie to sex toys, and it gets shipped right to your house. And it's wonderful stuff.
So-
Ask Danielle.
so-
She makes me order from there all the time.
What's the last thing that you ordered? Were you willing to reveal?
It has to do with the butt. It's a butt toy.
Obviously, you're a bidet family. We already know.
Oh my god, my bidet is so good.
You know
I
what?
love it.
I was thinking, don't ask me why this is what I was thinking about earlier. I was going to say earlier this week. It's only Wednesday. But I was thinking about how Andy was the one that got you into the bidet idea. But, he doesn't really talk about it like you do. Maybe it's just because we get to talk. We need to have Andy on and see how much he
Right.
wants to share about it.
I think he likes it just as much as I do.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's
So if
interesting.
you have do you have a way to contact him right now? And try to get him on Zoom or no?
Andy. Andy, Are you out there? Yeah, that's a good idea, but I don't know how to do it. I can send him an invite in his inbox.
Yeah.
All right, let me
Why not?
let's see if he wants to join us.
Your mom says Pennsylvania has curbside sex toy pickup. Oh my god. Why? Why would you do that? It's bad enough going into a store and buying one in front of the register. Now you can do all kind of online stuff.
Sorry, I'm not actually looking at what you can see right now because I'm trying to send Andy this link so we can try to get him to call.
Yeah.
There he
Wow.
is. All right, let's see if he gets it. Andy, if you're still listening, I just messaged you a Zoom link because we want to talk about your bidet. Apparently,
I believe he thinks it's just as life changing as I do. There's no way you cannot. It's fantastic.
well, he's talking about the Anal Invader 5000.
Yeah, that's because I said that's what I ordered from Kiki.
Oh, you did? Oh, apparently I couldn't do two things at once.
No, that's not what I ordered. I don't know. We order so much because we're just so kinky.
And meanwhile, all I got was some chicken and a shrimp kebab, and we watched a Disney movie.
We didn't whip any of the toys out. And tell everybody all the toys we ordered from Kiki's.
I have no idea.
Come on. Come say hi at least.
Maybe Danielle ordered you some gifts for Father's Day because it is Sunday.
Oh, maybe she did. Did she
So-
order from Freaky Kiki's for Father's Day?
There she is. Danielle, you can tell us.
Tell them all about all the crazy kinky toys we have.
Danielle, I was asking everybody if they'd rather have you on with me instead of Eric. Ooh,
No, I'm not unless I'm drunk, but then
But you're not drunk today.
this is true.
You're working.
Oh, there
we'll
he
be drunk
is.
later. We'll be drunk later tonight.
Oh, there's Andy.
Why is Andy? Is Andy in the shower?
Andy, what is going on right now?
What? Flip your camera, Andy.
Oh, that was fine. I'll flip it. You didn't think that was funny? Everybody throwing up in?
No, I think we think it was funny.
All right, let's see what.
Thanks,
There we
Dan.
Jen's
Andy,
sexy.
look at you, man. You.
I didn't know we were doing a naked show today.
I know, me either. Damn.
All right, Andy, you're on. So,
Does this make you feel better?
Wait.
Is
I
this
gotta
fine?
check OBS to
You
see if
feel
they
stupid.
even see you. Okay.
Does this make you feel better? Like if I do this?
oh, Andy. Oh, no.
Boy, this
I
is
didn't have a chance. I didn't have a shirt on and you called. This is like yesterday too.
I know it. Knockem Dead wants to just put you on the spot every day. See what you're doing.
Well, if we were still doing the homeschooling thing, then I would actually be dressed.
Okay.
But, here I am.
Here you are in all your glory.
I think you stunned me into silence.
Well, I had to get the tattoos out and everything. Like,
I know. Do you want to show us your tattoos?
no, that's right. It's my daughter's names, a couple of birds.
Is one of
Memorial
your
tattoo.
daughters named Danielle, by any chance?
See, look at that. See how obsessed you are with like having your name said?
Eric has Danielle tattooed on his chest for me. I mean, for Danielle, his wife, but it worked out really well.
Charlotte and Daphne.
Daphne's close enough.
What's the question mark? Are you the Riddler?
That was actually Chance from Monopoly. From Monopoly.
Okay. I like community chests, actually.
I like. Usually, I go in for the chest myself.
I'm a community.
What are you guys talking
I'm a
about?
community chest man.
I guess we're all gonna have to do a show topless. So here I go.
Everybody, take your shirts off.
Danielle, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Everybody
It's
take your
happening
shirts off.
right now.
All of us.
I
Everybody,
apologize
shirts
to
off.
my friends that are not from the Govs community.
Danielle is not participating. I feel violated right now.
What's that like to have friends?
They're Facebook friends. It's different.
Very cool.
All right, so Andy, we were talking about the bidet.
Yes.
Now you introduced me to the bidet.
You know, I love saying it that way because it's like the picture I have is me aiming it at your butthole. Like I introduced you to it. Like
Yes, you introduced me to the concept of a home bidet. Not like in a hotel. One that hooks up right to your toilet tank. I have the warm water one, by the way. Do you have the warm water?
Which I do not.
You don't know what
But
you
hold on. Wait, there's more. The bathroom that I have it hooked up on, the
Yeah.
water heater is right off of that bathroom.
Oh.
So what happens is because it gets, and the heater and everything, the whole utility closet is right there. So it actually
Right.
heats the water back up into the line. So what'll happen a lot of the times is that I will get a very nice warm flow.
Yes.
That is like special. That is
Yeah.
a special, special feeling.
Now mine, I could actually control the temperature.
Oh wow,
And
that's just too. See, I'm the kind of person like when I make a sandwich, right? My wife always, so I'll just like take and I put the mustard sort of around, and she goes, "Why don't you spread it out for the whole sandwich?"
Right.
And I go because each bite is a special, one of a kind moment.
Okay.
So the bidet, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot.
Oh.
Sometimes it's in between. So, like, I want each one to have its own special moment.
See, I'm with your wife. I'm the consistency. I'm taking that
Oh, yeah,
mayonnaise
sure.
or mustard and I'm putting it right to the edge of the crust and I'm making it nice and even.
Andy lives on the
Nowadays.
edge. Andy
I
is an
do.
adventurous man.
But sometimes that you don't even realize that cold blast is
Yeah.
amazing in and of itself.
Yes,
I think the ladies will know what I'm talking about when we talk about an ice cube.
Danielle, do you know what he's talking about?
I don't know.
Are you? Because it seems like you do.
I don't. I don't.
See, you got very red faced.
No, I didn't. It's the light. Oh my God. Oh God, help me.
I can't let it. I just can't. I can't. It's not right.
Would you like me to
funny.
leave you two alone?
This is
That's like
I want to. Solidarity. I have to have solidarity with him.
All right. No.
I just
no.
can't. I can't.
Danielle.
And
My daughter was like, because I stepped her out of the room. My daughter was like,
Like,
"Should I get you a shirt?" And I'm like, "No, it's fine. These people don't care." Then 20 minutes of talking about it later.
no, they don't. I had to. I'm with you.
I
Bob.
feel you.
I'm with you.
like I said several times, you just never know what's going to happen in Ashland.
No,
That's
now,
right.
now I'm nude again. I may drop my shorts in a minute. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we all
Are
know
we
this
supposed
is
to wear
nothing new
shorts?
for you.
If I wasn't sitting on my tent,
You went up a little too high. You revealed your secret.
Some would say too high. Some would say not enough.
yeah, Danielle, you should have totally warned your friends who are not the Gubs crew. Oh, anyway, so the bidet, yes. Sometimes even with the warm, sometimes because I have it hooked up to my warm water line under my sink, and
Right.
sometimes I have to run the warm water a little bit. You know how it takes a little bit of time to.
It's too hot. Is it too hot or?
Yes, sometimes it is too hot.
Like,
And I quickly had to turn. I was like, oh, because I don't want to. It burned my butt. I'm like,
yes.
But that happens when on multiple flushes, or if somebody had just used the toilet, then I get on, then all of a sudden it gets. So now I had to adjust that. I did learn that the hard way. Also, the pressure. I have a pressure gauge as well.
Oh my God!
You can't go too high because then you're giving yourself an enema.
Can you guys work on getting what is it? Hello Tushy to be like our sponsor? Because I feel like we give them a lot of airtime.
Hello, Tushy. I'll send them an
Yeah,
email.
not
Tushy.com.
Tushy.com.
No,
That's not this kind of show. Hello Tushy, though. I mean, granted, I have two naked men in front of me.
I sent them Tushy.com, and then I clicked the link, and I'm like, oh, that's not it. That's not it. It's like, oh no.
And then 20 minutes later, you found.
And then you were like,
Tushy
oh,
bidet.
I was looking for the bidet. That's right.
The lost 20 minutes of your life. Well, it's funny because I have my plastic injection molding business.
Right.
One of the brand names of one of the machines is Boy, BOY.
Okay.
And so sometimes I'm like, Boy parts. Like I need a part for it, and I'll do a Google search, Boy parts. And don't ever do that because I think I'm on a list.
You might have to put the model number in as well.
Yeah, like it's like Boy plastic injection molding machine parts. Like you have to be very, very specific.
And that's still plastic injection machine is still.
That's what every word that's in there needs to be in there. Otherwise, you're in a whole different world and on several different lists all over the world.
So that's no good.
If you type in plastic,
I can't thank you enough for introducing me to it.
It's and you feel you have to proselytize, right? You have to spread the word, the good word.
I can't tell you how many people I've told this about, and I don't feel like they understand it completely.
No,
I'm like, you have to get it. You have. Okay, so now I sell wine on the side too, and Danielle finally had a bottle of wine, and I've been telling everybody how clean and crisp it tastes because there's no added chemicals, no added sugars, no added sulfites. It's a very clean wine.
Right.
Like your bidet.
I can only say it so many times. And because there's no added sulfites, you really don't get the hangover or the headache.
True.
Yeah. It's a dehydrator, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So Danielle tasted it, and go ahead, tell them.
Yeah. So, and I am someone that gets migraines, and I woke up the next morning feeling like I didn't even drink a thing. It was so good.
And she almost had a full bottle of wine.
I did.
You basically had a full bottle of wine, yeah?
An old Greek settlement, but there was a vineyard there, and we ended up, we all bought like a case of wine. And over the course of that night, we also went to an underground belly dancing place where we had all you could drink wine. I drank 6 bottles of wine back at the hotel, and then I probably had another 3 bottles of wine at the... Yeah, no, I should have been dead. Like, that's how drunk I was also. And the next day I was fine.
Wow.
Totally fine. Yeah, no sulfites. They dehydrated the crap out of me. So.
Yeah.
Right. And
I look forward to being off of blood thinners so I can try your wine.
There you go.
So yeah, so I can say it as much as I want, but until you try it, you're not going to have the experience. And I feel like that with Hello Tushy. It is life changing. You have to order it. Like I get angry now when I have to go somewhere else.
Right. No, absolutely.
I'm like, damn it. I'm like, this is the worst.
One of my daughters will be taking a bath, and I'm like, oh, Jesus. I got to go to the other one. No,
Right.
I won't. No, I got to go to the other one.
Yeah.
But you almost want to invite people over the house, but that's like an awkward conversation. Like,
It is.
I really need you to try this.
No.
Yes.
He's invited people over the house, and
Yes.
I did not get to try it, and I've been there at least twice.
Yeah, but
Oh wow.
you haven't said I have to use the, I have to drop a deuce. You haven't.
Yeah.
Who announced it? Well, besides you, maybe. Why would I
Oh,
announce that?
I
I'm
announced
gonna.
it- I announced it. I announced it.
I am a woman.
I announced it at a graduation party on Sunday. Our friends had a very small, relax everybody, a very small graduation party for their daughter on Sunday, and yeah, there was a few people there, and I didn't know some of them, and I just said, hey, I'm going to drop a deuce. So be right back. I even did that.
But you are the same
I
man.
haven't seen it.
You are the
I did
same
upside
man.
down.
You are the same man that would drop your pants with no problem in front of all those people.
Yes, most likely I would. Yeah.
Okay, so as a woman, a
I may have.
grown-ass woman, I have no desire to announce that. Ever. Even if it's true.
Yeah.
Well, what living way to live your life?
No.
What
Just
would,
tell people what you have to do. Like, you wouldn't tell me, all right, let's just say you came over to hang out again, right? And you wouldn't tell me, hey, I gotta go take a shit.
no.
What would you say?
I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom.
So that's
You
code
can
to
figure it
drop
out
the
for
deuce.
yourself what I'm doing in there.
Well, I don't know.
We all have an internal clock, though. Somebody says they got to go to the bathroom. If you take more than a minute and of that rhythm, we know you're pooping.
That's
You
it.
may as well just say it.
Except with me, Andy. I am a lightning shitter.
Oh, I can. Listen,
That's,
I've been put in that position myself, and if I have to, I can take the exact same amount of time as it takes to pee to poop. So,
yeah, I'm a lightning shitter. It's gonna go fast. There's no sitting
Nice.
in there reading a magazine. Or,
Well, I don't think the real reason that, particularly men, but anyone, is in the bathroom for that long. They're on their phone, they're reading something, they're like hiding. No, it does not take anyone that long to take a shit. I'm sorry. No.
I don't know. Sometimes it's complicated.
Yeah, I guess. But there are people that's like their regular routine. Which are you laughing at? Irene calling you sexy? Oh no, something else.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, I can't see. I can't see any comments.
Irene called you guys sexy. But
Oh, look, this is for Irene. Look, now I'm rolling my sholdder at her. Isn't that sexy?
Irene might be drinking her wine though. Early.
She may be drinking early for Wine Wednesday. Taz announces also when she has to go to the bathroom.
Nice.
Carla wants to know if this is porn. If it is, you be thankful you're not paying for it.
Well, how much porn do you pay for?
Greg D. Filippo says, Eric has no shame. He has no problem holding a video phone conversation while on the crapper. Now, that is true. I have talked to Greg via video conference while dropping a deuce. Yes.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
That's it. There's no, let me call you back. I'm like, hey, we're having a conversation. It's human nature.
I do remember the moment that when I was a kid and I was talking to my best friend, and I had to pee while I was talking to him, but I didn't want to admit it because I was a teenager. I didn't want to admit that I had to pee.
Mm-hmm.
But I went in and I thought to myself as I'm looking down at the bowl, and I'm on the phone and I go, but he's going to hear this and he's going to know exactly what I'm doing. So
Right.
what I did was I knelt down and I peed on the side of the bowl.
Okay.
On the inside?
Okay. Yep.
And I was super proud of myself, but then I immediately flushed because
That's your natural
Oh, yeah.
reaction.
right.
Oops.
And he was like, "Oh, good." Oh, and then I hear him flush right after. He goes, "Oh, thank God."
Oh, that was
I
a
didn't
special
know I was-
moment for you guys.
Exactly. It was unbelievable. We were super bonded from that moment on. We could always flush and take a shit or pee. the whole.
I don't have to be bonded to you. I will just crap with the door open. Danielle, how many times have I crapped with the door open? Every time. Shoots every time. Regardless of who's here or not.
It sounded like she said every 10 minutes. But
Yeah. And then what I'll do is I'll go into the bathroom with the door open, and then I'll call people over so they see me on the bowl. My mother-in-law has seen me take a crap.
Oh,
That's
that's
everybody,
wonderful for her.
except for children. I don't pull children.
That's illegal.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
like boy
I reach
parts.
as it is happy hour. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a wine trivia tonight, and the winner of the trivia game gets 4 free bottles of wine. So that'll be nice.
Apparently, you look like Freddie Mercury to Greg.
Oh.
And I want to
Ooh.
point out that Carla asked if this was porn, and then made it very clear that this is the worst porn, worst ever.
Yeah, this would be a pretty bad porn.
Yeah,
But yet the best episode of Ashland.
definitely. This is going to be our highest
really?
numbers yet, no question.
This is the Citizen Kane of Ashland.
Well, we started talking about freaky kikis and how to order sex toys, and now all of a sudden we're just shirtless, except for Danielle.
I am, I go against
She doesn't want
the
to play.
grain.
She doesn't want to play with us.
Hmm.
What a snob.
What's wrong with me?
Oh, Nancy Rizzuti's watching.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
So talking about the wine and tasting the wine are two different experiences, and it's the same thing with the bidet. Talking about the bidet and experiencing the bidet, two different experiences, and you have to, I'm telling you.
Wait, why couldn't I just try the bidet? Like, why wouldn't you just be like, Danielle, go try the bidet? I don't care if you have to take a crap, just go and try it. You got to feel it. I mean, you always could be a little cleaner down there. Why not?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think the Tushy people need to get a hold of you.
I didn't think about that.
Like, who doesn't want a little extra, especially women, you're splashing around down there. You never know.
Yeah, that's true. And the best part about the bidet is if you're environmentally conscious, if you're one of those hippie people,
Which I am. I have 7 pairs of Birkenstocks.
you only need like 2 squares of toilet paper to dry off. That's it. You
Exactly. All
Why
this
would
is
you
drying
need
off.
2 and not 1?
That's how it came up, though, because we were talking about the toilet paper.
Yes.
With everybody buying out the toilet paper.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
was like the bidet will set you free of being shackled to.
Zestos
Yeah.
is digging this
And
porn,
now-
by the way. Just wanted to I'm glad Zestos is back. I missed him, and he's digging it, so.
He's digging
Sweet.
that shirtless. I think our audience should be shirtless. Everybody take your shirts off.
Everybody.
Yeah, go ahead. Audience, take your shirts off.
If you send us a selfie right now with a timestamp proving that you took your shirt off, Eric will buy you a
In a
present.
self-addressed stamped envelope.
Ooh, you know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do. Here's even better. If you send us a shirtless picture, right, I'll send you a bottle of wine.
Oh.
Ooh, that was good. That's what
I'll
makes
send
you a good.
a bottle of wine.
Wow.
If our audience sends us a shirtless picture, I'll send you a bottle of wine. And you don't have to be, like, no boobies. I'm not saying porn. I'm just saying, Well, the girls are easy. They can, like, wear a tube top and be like, oh, I'm shirtless. Look.
I could have been wearing my tube top.
Yeah, that is true. Danielle, put a tube top on. Do you have a tube top?
Yes, with these girls, I wear a lot of tube tops.
It
I
becomes
mean,
one of those.
learn something.
Remember those kids' toys where you try to hold on to the thing and it keeps on
Oh, like the
falling through your hand? Yeah.
I love those things. Yeah, that's kind of me in a tube top. That's a very good. Yes, exactly. I do wear strapless things sometimes, but not tube tops.
Carla says, Danielle, no, Birkenstocks, shame.
Oh, Carla, we agree on so much.
Oh, you lost her.
Carla, I think that's the first time we've disagreed.
Carla may be a hippie, but she ain't all the way hippie.
I do. I wear like different styles of Birkenstocks. I do. I'm a fan.
Listen, they're not. I don't like. Oh no,
You don't like sandals at all, though. I thought.
No. Sandals on women are acceptable, except for like old women whose toes are like this, like
Don't
Then it's like
discriminate against
Quasimodo.
bad
you should put
toes.
on socks or something. Just don't wear sandals.
Andy,
Like,
do you wear sandals?
They're like Velociraptor toes. They're like
No.
no, you shouldn't have that.
Flip flops I wear, but not sandals. I find them obnoxious.
No, guys should not wear flip flops. Oh.
Flip flops, really?
Nope. No, not even those stupid slide things. Guys should hide their disgusting, ugly feet every chance they get.
What's the opposite of fetish?
They wouldn't be so ugly. Yeah.
Listen. Sometimes you're walking and you usually, whatever you're doing, you walk with your head down, you're thinking or whatever. And it was in a supermarket, and I'm just going along, and I see these disgusting green fungus feet. I'm like, why would you ever fucking wear sandals and expose your funkified feet for all the world to see?
Listen,
Guys,
maybe those feet need some air so that they're not so funkified. I mean, those particular feet.
No, mine are pretty nasty. But Eric, you would appreciate this. A couple of years ago, I was playing hockey, and somebody's stick came down on the top of my foot.
Okay.
And crushed my big toe, and the toe nail turned black.
Oh.
And I didn't want to touch it. I didn't do anything with it. Whatever. I would just. And then I was wearing flip flops one day, and it did one of those things where the bottom of the flip flop caught on the ground and folded backwards, and then my toe hit, and the nail popped off of my foot.
Ooh! Did it hurt?
Like in front of one of my daughters, who still to this day talks about it.
Oh, because she's horrified.
Well, it grew back.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Oh, I couldn't do that. And my feet aren't even bad, and I refuse to wear sandals.
I've been told I have adorable feet.
I don't know. Are my feet ugly, Danielle? No, she says no.
Yeah, it's held up for 20-something years. When I was in massage therapy school, everyone used to tell me how great my feet were, and now they still are.
Not so bad.
They're not that bad. No.
I could not.
And they're not black, thank God. They're not dirty. I don't know about that toe. That looks a little.
That's not bad.
That toe's a little funky.
Which toe?
The big one. Why is it blackish?
My foot.
Maybe it's just
my hand.
No,
I'm gonna buy you both pedicures when they open up again.
No, I wouldn't wear slides with socks either. Was it at the ShopRite in Plainview? Linda says no, it wasn't actually. It was a long time ago before I lived here. Carla says I only trade nudes for hard liquor because I'm a lady.
I think she's right. I'll take a bottle of Tito's, please.
And then Greg immediately says I have a bottle of Jack. If you send me. So yes, you have to try the bidet because it is life-changing. And Danielle, that's a good point. You don't have to necessarily poop to try it. Although that's the ultimate experience because then you realize, wow, I just need to dry. I need to pat dry. That's it.
I'm worried about what a slippery slope that would create for me if I used it when I didn't need it.
But here's also, speaking of which, I don't feel that, when you use toilet paper and you're not really, and you're sitting there and you get a little itchy and you're like, I didn't get it all. You don't get that with the bidet at all anymore. No more itchy ass. No more skid marks in your underwear
at all.
Well, thank God for Danielle.
It's so beautiful. Why I do the laundry.
All right, thank God for you.
Oh, I hate when she does the laundry. Drives me nuts.
She just has to feed you and give you drink.
Yeah, she just has to give me nooks and crannies and a drink with my high blood pressure pill.
Nice.
Well, none of us want you to, pave anything and almost drop dead for us again.
Well, that's not the dropping dead part's not what I would be worried about. It'd be the shitty paving job.
Yeah, well, everyone else at Gub's both the same thing. I defended him, but,
Oh my God. Speaking of the heat now would just melt it and make it all better.
It even and melt it into a smooth. And no one's been walking on it. Except
pour a bunch of coronavirus on it. Get it to even itself out.
Greg wants to know if you can sing Oh, Robin Eve's watching. Hello, Robin. How are you?
Hello, Robin.
Yes,
Eve.
Robin. This is the way we do our shows now, shirtless.
Robin, do you do good talk this way? Is this how your show goes down? Does Donnie get shirtless on you? Because this is what I have to deal with.
All he's wearing is the oxygen?
Yeah, he just has his tubes covering his nipples.
I mean, we're willing to go shirtless now. Can you imagine if we had, like, ripped, if we were, like, ripped?
Oh, God.
We'd never wear a shirt.
You would have met me that way. I would not, if I was in great shape, like, you would you'd be like, why are you wearing a shirt, Andy, when you saw me with the shirt on?
Yeah, it would be the complete opposite.
Right.
I'll have to start working on that today. Maybe I'll do a push-up.
If anybody would
It's
like
like
to
every
buy,
day.
if anyone would like to buy Andy and Eric tassels for the next show,
You don't have to buy them for me. I got mine
from
at
Kiki's.
Freaky Kiki's. Oh, do you have them? Where are they? Where are they? Can you get them? Are they readily available? I'll put them on.
Yeah, of course, we already know there's no limit to what you will do. If you're going to show your naked pictures to your best friend's mother, why wouldn't you wear tassels for the rest of us?
I didn't show naked pictures to my best friend.
I think maybe you
He
knew.
just took them and forgot they were on the camera and then gave her the camera back. And that was when they had film.
Oh, wow. It took a while for me to, like, figure out, like, who was naked and who got the pictures and that.
Yeah. We were watching long story short, we were watching a movie in the frat house. Bunch of girls, bunch of boys, guys, and watching a movie. And the movie sucked and I was bored. So I just took all my clothes off. I was in the back of the room. And I just took all my clothes off. And all of a sudden, like, I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, I wonder how long until people notice. It was about a good 10 minutes, and then somebody was like, "Oh my God!" Look at. So my friend thought it was hysterical. He's like, "I'm going to take pictures." So I posed like George Costanza. I did all that stuff. Yeah.
Andy, do you do that? Like, would you just strip down?
When I was in the Air Force, what we would do is if somebody left like one of the disposable cameras around, we would take pictures of our junk.
Yeah, that was a popular move in like the 90s, early 2000s.
Yes, that was a very 90s. Oh my God, that's so 90s.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, I don't want to. This is double-sided tape. I don't want to waste it.
See, that's why my wife would never let me borrow anything because she'd be afraid of all the hair that I would leave on it.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't really want to bring double-sided tape near your chest, Andy.
No, I wouldn't want the
Ouch.
double-sided chest.
I mean, if you want to experience what women experience with waxing, I guess you can try that.
No, one of my best friends from growing up was is an esthetician, and when she was going to beauty school, she used to use us to practice on.
Uh-huh.
So I used to get like manicures all the time, and I would get like she would wax like all my buddies. They would wax their backs and whatnot.
Well, waxing a back isn't a bad idea. I don't mind hair, but a back is a little rough at times.
I'm getting in trouble.
You're getting in trouble?
Yeah, because I wasted the double-sided tape. I think I broke it.
But she
Oh, yes, well.
Did you check your phone by any chance? Because Greg says he sent you a picture.
Greg D. Flipper?
No, the other Greg, who would send you a picture of himself naked, and enjoyed this conversation and offered to send $10 for your tassels. Robin said, "I have 7 different Govs radio shirts. Sharing is caring. You guys can borrow one."
I actually just got a Limo Talk shirt myself.
You did? Have you been a
no,
guest
bitch.
on Limo Talk?
Linda says no tassels.
What was that, Daniel?
Have you been a guest on Limo Talk yet?
Yes, I did. That was I keep getting messages here. That was an experience with the 30 people in there.
I've had that experience myself a few times, so I understand.
Yeah.
Jeff Bosey, I bet you remember that well, don't you? Don't you?
Craig D. Filippo. If anyone wants a dick pic, inbox me. I have no shame, he says.
Greg, please report back and let us know how many requests you got. I'm curious.
I'm pretty sure dick pics are only best when they are unsolicited.
Yeah, that's the way men think it should go. Yep, definitely that's what they think. Yeah.
I would never. That's like an advertisement to eat somewhere else.
I have a feeling, though, after this show, there's going to be a new policy at Govs Radio. Shirts, no streaming.
Well, For those of you that do want t-shirts to cover up your bare chest, go to teespring.com and order your favorite Govs show. Like I have my mug, but you can order your Knockem Dead Comedy Radio t-shirt. We don't have specific Ashland ones yet, but we might need to get them quick.
It's funny because I have my samurai shirts that Taz had
Oh,
done
I
the
love
drawing
that
for
shirt.
me.
That was so cool.
And I have I'm staring at the box of them across the room.
What are you going to do
I
with
don't wanna-
those shirts? They're so cool.
Huh?
What are you going to do with those shirts?
Give them out, sell them. I don't know. It feels weird to say sell them because it's weird.
Well, I would like
But,
one, and I'll wear it on Ashland and promote your samurai face, Taz's art, and, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I had offered Graz, and I was like, "Hey, Graz, what size?" And he was like 2XL, and I was like, "Oh, I guess my target demo is a little smaller than."
Are you trying to
I
tell
had
me
ordered.
that you wouldn't have one that would fit the girls? Is that what you want
What?
me to know?
That I don't know because I don't know women's size. Like I don't even pretend to know women's size. So I know I have like an XL.
I'll take
I
it.
don't know if I've.
It might be tight on the top. That's good.
Hold on. I think I'm almost.
Yeah, the samurai will look like he's really Asian. The picture will be
Yeah,
hold tight.
I think everyone got that joke. At least I
Speaking
did.
of Taz, I think she's going to have enough material to draw for about a week now.
Yeah, Ashland is really
I
good.
didn't even think of
She's
that.
going to be like, she's not going to stop. I think that's her therapy, how to get it all out of her head. She's like, oh,
Once she wakes up from being passed out from the shock of the initial shock, she'll have to go back and watch it.
I still only have one tassel. I need
We
it.
can probably get like one of those going, right? Like spin around.
I don't know. They actually gave you instructions
do-
on how to use them. I don't remember. I got to stand
Well,
up.
it's not this.
Oh man, shit! In my Halloween stuff, I actually have a bra that has tassels on it.
Are you sure in your
That was-
Halloween stuff?
That would have been easier, I think.
Is it, where do you keep the Dracula costume? Is that in your Halloween stuff?
No, that's actually up in the in my closet.
Right.
I don't even know how we got these, to be honest. How did we get these? From what? For what?
Of course, you got them.
I got 'em from
Like anyone had a question, which member of your family purchased those booby
Which one of the
tassels?
boys demanded these?
I think your mom bought them for us. You know, she said we weren't as close as we used to be. So.
She wanted us to spice up our love life. It's before we got the bidet. Andy, can you reach the shirt? Carla wants to see it.
Okay, hold on. I'll get up and I can.
But then
And then
she's demanding that he put it on.
Oh my god! There we go. So it's right there. Here we go.
it's very cool.
Oh,
Is that better?
I mean, of course it is, because Taz did it. So she's
Now, where did you get that printed up?
Did the custom ink.
Okay.
Sometimes, see, yeah, with doing the background, the virtual background, it really messes with.
yeah, it messes it up.
Yeah.
So I would disappear. So no, I'm staying shirtless.
Yeah.
So
Taz says she's still in bed.
Taz can send us to Teespring. Can probably put that on T-shirts for us too. Just
Yeah,
saying.
probably. Yeah. See why not?
Govs Radio.
Neil's still working on it.
Wow, maybe by the end of the show, which is in a few minutes, we'll have
No.
booby tassels
I
on
think
air.
she got it. Got it.
That's that was super cool of your wife to totally help you out with getting that tassel on, Eric.
She really is like, and the chocolate chips are showing. I
Hold on.
can't even believe this is a show my name is on.
Oh, the tape's still on my nipple.
I'm sorry, any friends that you probably aren't watching anymore. But
Anyone who's left.
Ah. Didn't work.
and to think the day of the shower episode, you were like, no one look at me. Oh my goodness. And now today.
Oh, this one's really. Oh, this tape is. You put this tape on you? Ow.
That's kind of hot too, though. It's like
The pain part?
Ow. Oh.
I mean that they would do that.
The
Not you.
two of them? For all of us.
No, just like the pain principle. Whatever. I'm kind of showing my sickness.
But the
You
best
do have
part was
samurai swords behind you, so you know.
it came with little instructions on how to use the tassels. Like it said, move your shoulders back and they'll rotate this way. Up
This-
and down and they'll go that way. And I was, what? And it
Maybe
really
like
worked.
alternate it.
Physics.
Yeah, so I want a demonstration, and we can everyone at home. This is a participatory show. Everyone at home can practice the moves that Eric's going to show us.
I have to get more of that body double tape so that we could do it like legitly.
Well, thank God this potentially can go into another episode.
Oh, totally.
Thank
At
God.
least one.
At least.
First in a series.
All right. Do you want to finish with wacky stories, Danielle? Because you had a couple of wacky stories.
I don't know.
Do you want me to? I'll duck out if you watch.
It's totally
I don't
your
need to be
call.
distracting to everybody.
You're not distracting. Like I said, in solidarity, she'll pay you to put a shirt on. Carla says. Wow. All right. Well, she's paying. I'm going back on.
Huh? So there's a woman who's 84, and you heard that on the radio. Oh, that's crazy. Sorry, the younger one just came down to say that she heard that there was a woman who was 84 on the radio. Wonder Woman is 84. Oh, Wonder Woman 84, the movie, 1984, is coming out in October, right? Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's good. The King of Staten Island.
Haven't seen it yet.
I went to rent it the other day. Oh, when Danielle was over, I was like, "Oh, let's watch The King of Staten Island."
Before we decided to go with Disney, that's what we were going to watch.
$19.99 to rent. I'm like, no thanks. I skipped that. No, I'm not a big Pete Davidson fan that much. I would have paid $4.99, $3.99, but not $19.99.
I know. I was surprised. I saw some people were actually watching it, which they had to pay $20.
Yeah.
Well, think about how much it would be to go to a movie, and then the more people you have in your house, like we watched the Scooby-Doo movie, and it was like $20, but there was 4 of us watching it, so it's like getting $5 each. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I guess when you break it down that way, but I bet those kids didn't pay you for the movie. They didn't Venmo you the $5, right?
No, I took it out of their hides, as my dad used to say.
They'll pay for it or not.
My mom wants Eric. My mom wants you to put the tassels on your butt cheeks. Carla wants Andy to let his freak flag fly.
Mama
Greg,
Joan.
right? I know.
Yeah.
Joan is Mama Joan, as you called her yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just had to tell you this, Andy. You said yesterday that my mom was the one. Mama Joan was the smartest trivia person. Play my mom in Words with Friends. You want to see how smart she is. She'll kick your ass. My mom is like Words with Friends, like ridiculous Scrabble player.
That's what I said. I've noticed from doing the trivia that she's almost always right.
Even though she said Simon yesterday.
I thought that was a joke.
It was. I was actually sitting with her at the time she wrote it, and I was cracking up.
I used to be so good at Words with Friends that people stopped playing with me.
Well, then you should play Joan, because I want to see if she kicks your ass.
She probably will, because I haven't played in years, number one.
So you forgot how to spell?
Nobody would accept my challenges. They'd be like, no. I'm like, all right.
Well, play
I
with...
can't. My attention isn't held by those things. That's the one problem I have.
It was a time filler, a time killer,
That's insane.
Wow. And then there'd be the people that took like 5 days to respond, and you're like, all right.
Well, that would be me. I'd probably be like right up on it for a while, and then not. So.
Yeah. And then that was the sucky part. Is like when you were killing somebody, and they just never, and then they just stopped playing the game. It's like, oh, come on, just finish it off.
Carla, which was the great movie? The Pete Davidson one or Scoob? Did we mention another?
I'm going to say Scoob.
Scoob sucked ass.
Did it?
Oh, that was so terrible.
But it had Falcon in it.
Right, because they Blue Falcon, and I got like Dino, and I was like freaking that they had it, but then we watched it, and I'm like,
no good?
Come on. Yeah.
It's not the same. The cartoons are not the same from when we were kids. Again,
but there are ones that are way better, though, too. Like My Little Pony. Don't sleep on the modern My Little Pony.
no, I can't. Once I saw a Brony, there's no way I'm gonna watch My Little Pony.
I'm like borderline Brony because I love that. I love that show. I do not at all.
Brony.
And if Pinkie Pie was a person, or if I was a pony, I would want to date Pinkie Pie.
Really?
Yeah, she's awesome.
All right,
my favorite.
So every year, me and my 3 friends from college, we go on a baseball trip. We visit different stadiums. We're in Baltimore. We're walking from the hotel to the stadium. And we're just laughing and having a good time. And all of a sudden we see these guys walking past us with pink hair and purple hair and horns and ears.
Wings.
Wings and tails and horseshoe style.
They're called
boots.
hooves.
And
hooves.
And we're 3 out of the 4 of us were like, "What the hell is going on? Like, what is there a parade or is there like what is this like a pride parade or something?" Like we were so confused. My one friend was like, "Oh, I heard about this. This is a Brony convention." I go, "What the hell is a Brony?" And he goes, "They're men that are into My Little Pony." And I said, "Get the fuck out of here!" And so we the convention center's here and the stadium's here, so we had to walk past the convention center. And sure enough, every one of them was going into the convention center. It was a Brony convention. I walked up the stairs. I'm like, we have time before the game because we always like kind of get in early and walk the stadium and
check it out.
Check it out. I went up the escalator. I'm like, I have to get in here. She's like, "No, you can't. The tickets were a pre-sale only." And I go, "What is this?" And she's like, "It's a Brony convention." The security guard, it was a female. She even seemed embarrassed saying the word. She's like, "Brony convention." I couldn't believe. We laughed our asses off. I just can't believe it's that big.
Yeah, well, I would never dress up, but it is a fantastic show, and because they kind of get into geek stuff of like interdimensional travel and time travel and whatnot.
Yeah, Andy, I kind of want to call your bluff on the "I would never dress up" line.
Like My Little Pony now. There's a bunch of things I dress up as. There are a lot of things. I
think you might. If your daughters wanted you to, you would do it.
No. Then that would become like a line in the sand thing. That's like a controlled thing.
I don't know.
I would dress them up. I would get anything and do whatever I needed to do to get them
and live
together,
vicariously through them. I gotcha.
Yeah, their happiness anyway. Because I was not a happy child. But the stories are unbelievable, and the interdimensional travel. They do one where they become girls. Like it's called Equestria Girls. It is unbelievable, and they deal with crazy stuff like sci-fi, high-level sci-fi stuff that is not even done well with adult stuff.
This is how out of touch I was. I didn't even know My Little Pony was on until I saw that Brony convention. I'm like, "It's still on?" I go, "What do you mean? Like, the old My Little Pony?" And they're like, "No, it's still on the air." And I'm like,
"Well,
what?"
Your boys wanted to flog you for taking them to see Frozen, so they clearly weren't into My Little Pony.
Yeah, I told Danielle that story. I just, whenever they were young, I think Matthew was 9, that would have made Nicholas 6, and I took them to Frozen, and it was a Disney Pixar. But if you remember the advertisements for Frozen, it wasn't like this whole big thing. It was just like a quick Frozen type, it just had like wind blowing and then it was like Frozen. And that's all I ever saw of it. So I took them to see the movie Frozen. They were so mad at me. They were like 9 and 6 years old. They were looking at me with daggers in their eyes going, "Why would you?" And I think Matthew he was the one. He's like, "Why would you take us to this movie?" And I'm like,
"That's because gender stuff plays at that age. Like that's."
And I'm like, "Listen, I didn't know. I didn't know it was a girl movie. I had no idea. It was just a Disney movie." And they were very mad at me. Like, "You're really pissed." And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I didn't do it on purpose."
like anything we watch, not Ultimate Tag. What's the thing? Titan Game. Is it Titan Games? No. American Ninja Warrior Junior. We just downloaded the first season of American Ninja Warrior Junior, and it's girls against boys, like, or boys against boys, girls against girls. It doesn't matter. And my girls hate it because the girls keep losing. There are a couple of girls that are badass.
Yes.
But the girls will lose, and then they turn to me and they go, "Hey, Dad," like the little ones, like, "Dad, why the girls not winning any of them?" And you kind of don't want to be like, because of like physical stuff, like boys are gonna. And I do try to, I guess, actually explain that. Like they probably should have girls against girls and boys against boys, and just have it separate like that, because they weed out the girls.
Yeah, and I should have. I would have explained it in a different way. I would have said, "Well, honey, why don't you go make me a sandwich while I tell you what's going on?"
Who let you out of the kitchen? Why are you watching the television?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is Ashland. There's not going to be any of this talk. Excuse me.
Girls are meant to be seen, not heard. Now keep your mouth shut. All right?
Yeah. Why don't you put on those booby tassels again for us?
But this conversation keeps coming up about like 100 years ago, 200 years ago. I'm always like, listen, first of all, you wouldn't be in school. Just so you know, like, be happy you're in school now, because 100 years ago, you wouldn't be.
Yeah. And if you were in the Middle East, you still wouldn't be, and you'd be in a burqa. So
right.
Be thankful. The oh shit! I just had something to say and I forgot. This is what happens when you turn 50.
I'm distracting.
While you're thinking that, Zestos, I just want to make sure it's confirmed that yes, what they are talking about is a real thing. The bronies. Zestos, you always learn so much.
Oh no, it is. Yeah, it is totally real.
And Taz already drew you as a brony from the last time we ended up. I don't know how these repeat topics. I'm so fortunate to have these wonderful intellectual conversations on our show.
Oh, that was my point. Yeah, when they have the men against the female in this American Ninja Warrior. What, junior or regular too?
Junior, it's like a tournament style. They're head to head, and so it can sometimes be boy against boy against girl, or girl against girl, and then the winners go up against, and it's bracketed. And so what keeps happening is the girls end up losing at some point. They could beat two dudes in a row,
right?
And then they run into
Captain Jack, just jacked up. But here's what bothers me about that thing. Now, you have all these female records being beat by men who identify as female now, and I'm like, that's not right. That bothered me too, because all of a sudden it's like the world record for X was 9 seconds. Now the new record's 4.4, and I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, especially if you've ever seen if you ever watch MMA,
right?
There's a male. Well, there's again, I don't know, but there's a fighter who identifies as female. The guy, he looks. I mean, she looked. Again, excuse me, I don't mean to be mean or insensitive.
That's fine. Go with she.
But I'm like, she's gonna kill somebody, because it's just night and day. Muscles all ripped up against a regular. Even when a woman trains like that, she's not really muscle bound like that. And I'm like, she's gonna end up killing somebody. This is not right. And that's the only way they can end up stopping it, is when one of these poor women gets really hurt in a match against this person. So I don't like. Because listen, you want to empower women, then let them have their own records, let them have their own. And all of a sudden, the guys are coming in, and it's like, oh, this one just pinned 15 females in a row. That's the new female record. It's not fair. It's not even fair.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yes.
And I'm not saying if he went against, and he's not. And here's the thing: she's not even going against professional MMA fighters. Like, if she went against professional MMA fighters, I can almost guarantee she'd probably lose. But she's not going against professionals. She's going against like club fighters, like almost would be like a club boxer. People with a record of
you're arguing this point, or meanwhile it's like it's all publicity and it's all for the like to get to make you have this conversation anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
Like it's
I guess,
all
but-
marketing and crap. You know, it's not.
But if he went, but if she, I keep
It's
messing
okay.
up, but
Just
if
go
she-
ahead with she. You're doing all right.
If she went against Amanda Nunes, the champion, I can guarantee you Amanda Nunes will come out on top. She's that
Well,
good.
and that's the
You know,
point. So what you're saying is much more complicated because they're doing it as a marketing ploy to be like, oh, look at this. Get people like you having this conversation where she's not being evenly matched in a match. So
Yeah.
that's why this conversation's happening. If she was, wrestling Amanda, like you said, it would be much more even and there'd be a good fight.
But then if they're gonna have that, why can't they have like if a male identifies as female, why can't they do it like Andy Kaufman style and have the intergender championship? That would be great. Let them fight in an open bracket. That's all, like American Ninja Warrior.
Well, you should advocate for it and change the system.
I will. I don't know how, but I will.
I can
I'll
teach
do it.
you because that's what I do is teach people how to advocate for any issue. The skills are transferable.
I'll put a pink and a blue screen on Instagram, and then I will have started the movement.
There you go.
If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon.
Sing it, Andy.
If you believe that nothing out there is cool. Anyway,
That's a good advocacy theme song. I like that.
well, no, it's Andy Kaufman. It's Man in the Moon. It's
Yeah.
that's from the movie that the REM did.
Yeah,
The soundtrack.
I know the song. It's a
Back in
good
the-
it's a
back
good
in the
advocacy, encourager,
Andy
motivator.
Kaufman, the intergender champion of the world.
Thank you very much.
That was classic. That was classic. All right, you want to get to your wacky stories?
No,
Danielle? Then we're
no. We have had enough wacky.
We've had enough.
I think we've had enough wackiness for the day. I think we'll do our stories another day.
I'm so sorry.
No, Andy, we invited you to join us. Oh, thank goodness it's continuing. This is even better than just shirtless. Sue said her eyes are on fire. Oh, from allergies. I thought it was because of you guys.
Oh, I thought it was her eyes were on fire from the naked bodies.
I thought so too.
You're welcome, ladies.
So listen, after the show, like in the next couple days, I would like a report back from each of you to see if you got some friend requests or lost any friends. Keep a tally. I'm curious to see.
Well, also dick pics.
Or any unusual behavior or extra. I'd like to know because Andy, you've definitely gained a few people for your harem. It was in the comments, but I didn't. I tease Andy. Everyone loves Andy, and I'm like, Andy, you have a harem. Like easy. Like
Until they get to know me.
I have.
I don't know because you're pulling this off, and I heard people being like, I want to join. Look at the comments later.
I will definitely keep track of the dick pics I send and receive.
Oh yes, please. Keep me posted.
Yeah, well,
Maybe
my count remains the same in my harem, 0. Not even Danielle left the room. She's like, oh. She's like, we usually have the lights off. Oh.
I told you, lights off, lights off.
no daytime activities.
You're supposed to stay in the basement.
This is an afternoon delight free house.
You're supposed to warn me when you're going to be awake when I'm awake.
Did she was Danielle quickly like, Matthew, Nicholas, come on, we gotta go. She got him out of the house.
Pack your bags. We're leaving.
You gotta get in the car, get in the car!
I didn't realize how bad it was.
Oh my God. Well,
Anyway.
on that note, gentlemen, I do
Yes.
think we've reached the end of our show.
Uh,
So,
thank you guys for inviting me, and I can't wait to actually be physically in the same area as you people.
I know I feel the same way. I'm sure Mr. Shevlin does as well. So, for everyone out there in Ashland, thank you for watching. Our hosts, Eric Shevlin, and I'm Danielle Escher, and our wonderful special guest, Andy Plajanos. Thank you for being with us today on an impromptu moment, and we will see you all next week. Have a great
Bye-bye.
week. Bye.